Yo, what's up guys? Dr. Scottage back again, creating another valuable video for you. This one's going to be about some zones that pop up on Nasdaq here. Not the typical zones people know of. They seem to be kind of like hidden zones, and they seem to get respected quite a lot. I'm going to try to explain to you where they are, but also why they're happening, so you can understand what's going on and how you can capitalize on it each day. So basically we're just going to go over a few things in this video, and a little bit later I'll show you exactly what the indicators are that I have on the screen and how to set them up so they look like this. This is a setup from today. Now's just plummeted. It was basically just the full waterfall. Some people got in and got out right about here. This was Asia low, somewhere around here, and price just continued dropping, continued dropping. If you had caught this setup today, it would have just been monstrous. This was a trade from yesterday. Another really great trade too. It doesn't look as big because of the Nasdaq one today is so big, but this one's a huge move too. We can see we broke out here, came back up to the zone, still respected it, swept these stop losses, and then shot down. And if you just held that sell trade, you could have continued making money off that for quite a while. The day before, see here we got just a rocket off the zone. Price came back down, broke through, retested the zone, broke out, retested the zone, and continued up. So let's go back to today. Here's today's trade. And yeah, if you guys like these kind of setups like this, or this inspires you, you're stoked to learn how to do this and catch these setups, smash the like button. I'm making these videos for free. I don't need to make this video. I already know this. I'm making it for you. It takes a couple hours. It's not the easiest thing to do to make these videos. So yeah, if you smash the like button, that kind of somehow pays me, I guess. And yeah, if you want more awesome videos, just subscribe. And if there's anything you want to see, write down in the comments, could you make a video on this? Could you explain this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'll make a video and explain whatever you guys need. But yeah, like I said, if you like this setup right here today and this inspires you and you want to learn to catch this, smash the like button. We're going to get into it. So you can see up here, it just says New York. So this is a sessions indicator that I have on here, and it shows you the opening of New York and the closing of the New York session. This is Nasdaq, but this isn't the New York session like the stock market open. This is the New York session of the Forex open. So you can see here it starts at 5 o'clock a.m. That's my time zone. If I go to New York, where's UTC -5? You can see here that's 8 a.m. A lot of people, they think you can only trade Nasdaq from the opening of the stock market, so around 9:30. But there's other opportunities that people basically just don't even know about. So what we have on the screen here is that this box that I have drawn, this is the opening 5-minute candle of the New York Forex session. So I'll just zoom in. You can see that's this candle right here. So when the market opened, it created that candle, and this is what we're going to start to use as our zone. So you can see here, it's right at 8 a.m. So you might be thinking, why would something at 8 a.m. or my time zone 5 a.m., why would something be important at this time when it has to do with Nasdaq, which moves when the stock market opens? Basically what's happening, which you don't realize, is in trading, you know, there's institutions and banks and all this kind of stuff. Everyone talks about institutional investors, banks, hedge funds, all that. But there's something called Forex clearinghouses. And what a Forex clearinghouse is, that's what all the transactions are processed through. I think there's only 3 or 4, something like that. All the transactions are processed through the Forex clearinghouses. So a lot of the manipulation and stuff that's happening is happening because the Forex clearinghouses are opening their business at this time. And also, the different hedge funds and institutions are also opening their business at this time. So if me and Smash had a business and it was called the Market Makers, we'd be opening our door in the morning and I'd say to Smash, hey bro, where do you think we should take price today? Who do you think we should trap? Who do you think we should take out? And after we do that, where do you think we should send price? This is basically what's happening. You just can't see it because you're not in those rooms with those people talking about that thing. But remember, they're running a business and their business is to make money. So it's not just random arbitrary numbers and bars on the screen. It's someone's business, and their business is starting at a certain time. So the best trades in trading are when time meets price. And if you can start to learn about time-based things and not just price-based things, and allow you to see some things that you never noticed before. So yeah, like I said, this is the 8 a.m. candle. We're on the 5-minute chart. This is the 8 a.m. candle, and this is the zone drawn from the 5-minute candle. You can see price shot away and then came back and basically retested this level and shot back down. Sometimes I don't just use the first candle, I use the first few candles. It kind of makes my zone a little bit wider, and you'll see on some of the other days how this would have helped you. So this video isn't really to show you just, oh, randomly trade from this zone. This is just to show you that there's a zone of significance that you can use to give you a reference point to identify where price is coming from and heading to. It'll really help clear some stuff up for you, because sometimes when you're not having a reference on the screen, all the candlesticks can be a little bit confusing. You're not really sure, where are we starting, where are we finishing, where are we going, where are we coming. This gives you a starting point and a zone, so it gives you something like X and Y axis, and that really helps you to see things clearly. And this was the one from yesterday, so we'll just look at some of the similarities between the two. So you can see here, this was the 5-minute candle that opened at 8 a.m. And like I said, I like to usually draw the zone using the first few candles. You can do it from the first 1 to maybe 6 candles. This was the whole zone right here. So if I go like this was in fact the whole zone right here. And we caught this trade yesterday. We caught the trade today as well. And I didn't catch the full trade because I was in a challenge, and right when my challenge was passed, I closed out the trade. So if I had held that trade today if I had taken that trade today on a live account, I would have caught most of that Nasdaq move, but I took it on a challenge account, so right when the challenge was passed, closed the trade, and Nas kept running. But yeah, we caught this trade yesterday. So what happened is here, I saw the breakout. So then what they did is they put in this big wick here and this big blue candle. So this enticed people to get in. So people call certain things inducement. I call them enticement because they entice you to get in the trade. But yeah, this big black candle broke down, gave us a wick, gave a blue candle. At this point, people are thinking buy, buy, buy. Price goes up, price goes down. Also, when price shoots down like this and goes up and shoots down again, there's people that caught these sells. The people that caught the sell here and the people that caught the sell there, they're both in profit right now, and they're thinking, oh yeah, we're so smart. And then they both move their stop losses down to this level here. So what does price do? Price comes back up, takes out those stop losses, also creates 2 big up candles, enticing people to start taking buys, and of course balances the gap at the same time. Wicks everything out and then just flips down, takes out all the buyer stop losses from here and takes out all the seller stop losses from here. So once price broke down, came back up and retested these lows, this is where I took a sell from. Basically price went down like here. I think I exited this candle right here. A lot of times when I get a big ass down candle like this with no retrace on it, I'm just out. I'm not looking for it to pull back. I'm not looking for it to come clear this fair value gap. I'm out. I got enough profit. I'm out. If there's no pullback yet and there's no deep pullback, I'm out most of the time. Or if anything, my stop is at break even and I've secured some profits. And I've noticed too many times, especially Nasdaq US 30, you have a big ass trade, it's running in profit, it's just dropping, 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 no pullbacks. And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ride this thing out. It starts pulling back. You're almost back at your flipping entry. It's so annoying. So now when price just drops and drops, I'm out. Or I'm just moving my stop to break even, pulling some profits out and letting it do its thing. But yeah, no more of this trying to ride it out all day, hoping it never pulls back. It's gonna pull back. And the benefits of it pulling back is if you miss all this, you miss this drop, you miss this pullback, you miss this drop, it pulls back, it goes through the gap. A lot of you guys trade fair value gaps. Could have traded right from here. Boom. You know that it already cleared these stop losses. You know that it hit this zone and gave some wicks. So when it comes back to this fair value gap, pretty high probability it's going to drop down from there again. So yeah, like I said, this was a trade yesterday that we caught. I wasn't at the chart in the morning, so right here on the 9:30 open, this is when the stock market opened. It went up, I saw it took these stop losses out, it gave a rejection, price came down here with another rejection, came down here. I thought, all right, I'm thinking today is a sell day. I was going to trade it basically just right when it pulled back here, or I was going to get in a sell, and it kind of did this first push almost instantly. It was just boom within the first, I think, a minute or two or something like that of the move. So there was nothing I could do. It was already too far for me and too big, so I thought the next thing is if it pulls back to retest these lows here, it's going to be a break and retest trade. So right when it came back up and it retested these lows, I entered a sell. Price went down, went up, went up, went up, went down, boom, shot down like this. I exited somewhere right here, closed out my profit. So yeah, that was a great trade. Again, I could have held on, or I could have bought back into this fair value gap. But yeah, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just to show you this zone up here. So let's go to another day. This was the day, Wednesday. So again, first 5-minute candle right here. You can draw the zone as one candle if you want, or you can draw it as 4 or 5 candles, something like that. You can see right when price broke out of this zone, boom, wicked buy trade. You would have been in so much profit if you got in here. Some people, what they like to do is when this first zone gets broken, they're just waiting for a break like this, and then coming back in some sort of pullback and they're getting in. So this would have been the breakout telling you their intention is probably to buy, and then price pull back down. And some people get in on the entry there. If you did, this would have been a huge trade. If not, this one would have passed you by. Let's go to the next day. This one here. So yeah, again, this doesn't look like a huge trade because of the way the other days are, but they're pretty big. And yeah, sometimes it goes down and fakes you out and gets in. You could have got in a sell down here. Once price gives you this kind of candle right here, like this, once you get this kind of candle right here, it's kind of showing you its intention, right? It's just shooting down, shooting down, shooting down. Shoots down, pulls back, 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 shoots down. So if it's shooting down and pulling back, the move is to sell. So wait for it to shoot down. Okay, I know I want to sell. I don't want to sell from here because that's a shitty place to sell. So wait for it to pull back. Where's it going to pull back to? Some of these wicks, some of these bottom things. You can see here. Let me mark this out. Yeah, let's just go like this. So there's a bottom here. Let's do this. See, there's a bottom of a wick there, bottom of a wick there, bottom of a wick there, some wick here, and there was even a bottom of this wick here. So yeah, when price shoots down, it's going to want to come back and retest these lows that were above it. And then when price shoots down below these lows, it's going to come up and retest these lows. And all you need is one good push after that, and you're way in the profit. Yeah, so let's just go to another day, because like I said, this point of this video is just to show you the zone and how the zone's functioning. Yeah, basically we'll just call it after this one. I'll show you this zone, and then I'll show you the indicators and the settings that I have and how to utilize them. So again, this was the opening candle here. Boom. But I like to incorporate the first few candles like this. So you can see it just gives a more fat and solid zone. Sometimes if you're just using one single candle, it's not really enough of a zone. If you use 5 candles, you're pretty sure that the zone's pretty strong. So you can see it broke out from the zone, pulled back, shot down. That was a huge trade. When price dropped, it dropped, pulled back, dropped, pulled back, dropped, pulled back, dropped, pulled back, blah, blah, blah. The only place there was really a fair value gap, there was one up here that we never came back to, and right here. And so you could have traded this fair value gap. Once we came into this gap, we'd rejected, boom, came back in, consolidated for a bit, tricking buyers and sellers in, and then we shot down. You could have caught this second trade right here. But the thing you want to look at sometimes is, think of this concept. The fact that there's a gap here, but there's not gaps here, because it's rebalanced. So since it's rebalanced, price doesn't have a reason to go back up there. Yeah, it could want to come up and balance this fair value gap, but it's more high probability for you to be in trades where you see a lot of this rebalancing happening. Because you know, price is already, this is the 5-minute time frame, but on a smaller time frame, this is a breakout, and then a retest, and then a breakout, and then a retest, and then a breakout, and a retest, and then a breakout and a fair value gap. And then I had to come up and retest this level. So this is the retest right here. Boop. Right? So whenever price breaks out, it's got a retest. Look right here, same thing. Price broke out. Boom. retest it, and just retested all of this, right? So price went whoop, flopped over, retest. So you can always get in on these retests, guys. But yeah, the main thing to see is this this level here. If you guys put these indicators on your screen and you set your chart up like this, just if you like your setup how you have it with the indicators you have, keep that on its own tab, and in another tab, start fresh with just these two indicators. So the first indicator that I use is the sessions, and it's the one by Lux Algo. So just go to indicators, type in sessions, you'll see it by Lux Algo right here. And then when you have the settings, you open it up and basically just keep New York on, shut off London, shut off Tokyo, shut off Sydney. Some people, they like to trade the Asian session highs and lows, so you can turn on Tokyo if you want, and then you can turn on min and max, and it will show you the high and low of the Tokyo session. I'm not doing that, but some people like to do that. But yeah, basically for this setup that you see on the screen, just create a new tab, put on sessions by Lux Algo, leave New York on, leave the time the same, shut off London, shut off Tokyo, shut off Sydney, shut off range outline. You can leave on range label or shut it off. It's the thing that says New York at the top, and turn off daily dividers. And then the next one that I have here is this one. It's by Lux Algo as well. It's called opening range breakout. So let's see here. Opening range breakout by Lux Algo. Yeah, opening range breakout and targets. I'll just open up my settings here so you can see I have the show historical data on. Time period 5 minutes. Boom. And the custom range is just 5 to 505. So on your chart, this is my my chart's 505 because I'm in Vancouver. Well, I'm in Victoria on Vancouver Island. So this is my time zone here, 5 a.m. So you just want to go like this. You just want to set your time of the start of the New York session and 5 minutes later, and then make sure you set this to whatever time zone you're using. Turn off show breakout signals, turn off show targets. I think this is set at 50 or something like that. But yeah, I put it at 200. I don't use it, but this just gives you some other lines so that you can use them as take profits or whatever if you want. Like I said, I don't use those. I'm just really wanting to see what price is doing and what kind of formations it's creating when the market's opening here. And like I said, these Forex clearinghouses and these businesses, they're opening around this time. So they're doing stuff and making moves happen at this time. If you put these two indicators on your screen and you set them up like I have, and you just watch this day after day after day, you're gonna learn and understand so much. You'll be catching moves like it's nobody's business. You'll be catching moves that nobody else is catching. So yeah, guys, if you found any value in this, smash the like button, subscribe if you want more, and if you want to comment anything down below, tell me what you want me to change, or you want me to make a tutorial about something, just put it in the comments down below and I'd happily make that for you. Cheers, guys. Much love.